What is Bitcoin Cash? Is it the same as just Bitcoin? And what's the difference?
Maybe two groups are banded together. Every single one come from a different part of the country.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you can wait. We're going to wait for a few minutes. I'm having a little trouble with my computer, but see if we can work through this.
Okay.
Hello. That's a nice camera you've got. Okay, it's time to start. So here we are, online. Can you believe it? Can you believe we're online? It's incredible, isn't it? Last year, nobody thought this was going to happen, but it has. And we may be online all semester, some of the semester, I don't know. Okay? So if you ask me the question, are we going to be online next week? My answer is, guess what? I don't know. Okay? So in the meantime, we're online this week. I'll be sure to let you know what's going on. So my name is Thomas Brannon Gimby. Okay? Gimby, that sounds like a Korean name, doesn't it, sort of? Well, I'm not Korean. I was born and raised in the United States, in California. And I've been in Korea for a long, long time. I've been in Korea longer than you've been alive. Okay, so that doesn't really mean anything, but just to say, I've been here a long time. We are not going to speak in Korean. There's no Korean being spoken at all. Not one word. Okay, I'm going to speak slowly. And if you have any questions, just say, excuse me, Professor Gimby, could you please repeat that? Thank you. Okay, can you speak more slowly? All right, this is an English class. It's not a Korean class. Everything is English spoken. You may see some things in Korean, but anyway, that's me. I'm not going to have you introduce yourselves this week. Maybe we'll do that next week. You can do a little self-introduction. The first thing I'm going to do is, please turn on your mics. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find out who is here first. So let's get that out of the way. Let's do that. All right. So first of all, is Kwak Byung-guk here? Kwak
Yes.
Byung-guk. Okay, thank you. How about Kim So-ri?
Yes.
Okay, good, thank you. Ji.
Yes.
All right. Lee Cherim. Cherin.
Yes.
Good. Lee Haewon. Haewon.
Yes.
Okay. Im Sumin.
Yes.
Im Hyunjung.
Yes.
Chang Hyungwon.
Yes.
Okay, good, thank you. Chang Hye. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Cho Dong-hyuk. Cho Dong-hyuk. All right. Han Haewon.
Yes.
Haewon.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And Hong Seung Hee.
Yes.
Good. Only one person is not here. Let's see how many people are signed up. Okay, 11 people. All right, now, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over the syllabus. You know what a syllabus is, right? Let's take a look. Let's find that. There it is. All right, so I need to share this. I'm going to share now. I got to remember to do these things because you can't see it. So now I'm sharing the screen. All right. So as you know, this is Daegu Catholic University, and we are the Department of Practical English. This is an intermediate English conversation class. So it's kind of in the middle. It's not really super easy. It's not super difficult. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay, so this is me. This is where my classroom is. You may be able to visit me. You may have to visit me for some reason. Probably not, but this is my location. I'm in B4, building B4. You can find that on a map, and in room 205. This is my email address. You can email me at this address. It's if you have an emergency, then you can call this number. Call it or leave me a message. You really only need to leave me a message if there's a problem, okay, or something really important. For example, let's say that it is midterm day and you have an emergency. For example, maybe your mother is sick or something. You need to let me know. You can let me know by leaving me a message on my phone. And so all of this information is on the LMS, and I'll show you how to find it. Wait. Huh? Okay, so this is the LMS. This is my LMS. I don't know if your LMS is the same. But here we have the syllabus, online lecture, announcements. So this announcements link right here is the link that you're going to be looking at. And also this one, prep and review. So announcements and prep and review. You need to check these links sometimes because I will have updates and documents you can find on these links. Let's take a look at prep and review. See, on the prep and review right now, you can see the syllabus. See that? You click it and there it is. Also, there's going to be a assignments link, and you may be adding something to the assignments link, okay? If we continue to stay online, or if you can't make it to class, if we are back on campus again. Okay, and down here is the student monitoring. This is where I send you messages. Okay, so I go like this, then maybe I have someone I want to talk to. Let's say it's Byung-guk. So I click this, go like this, and I'd send you a message. I think it shows up on your phone. I don't know where it shows up, but it shows up somewhere. So you can look at it and find out what is going on. So far, so good? All right. let's go back to the syllabus. All right. So now let's take a look at the book. Ta-da! This is it. This is it, you guys and girls. You need to get this book. I'm not exactly sure where you can get this book. I think you can get it on the campus. You can go on campus, but you have to wear a mask and you have to get your temperature taken. Okay? So sorry about that. That's not my rule. Somebody else made that up, okay? So anyway, get this book. You can order it online. You might be able to get it at a store like Kyobo bookstore or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. But you're responsible for getting the book. You can also, if you have a friend that has the same class, you can photocopy the book. Save money. I don't know how expensive this is, but you only need this. You don't need the workbook, okay? There's plenty of stuff you can do here. All right, so that's it. So it's breakthrough +2 because it's the intermediate class. Do you have any questions so far? Okay. All right. So this class is about speaking, mostly about speaking. It is a little bit about listening and a little bit about writing, but mostly about speaking. Actually, there's a lot of listening too that you deal with. So I'd say speaking number 1, listening number 2. And it's really important that you participate. Let me show you something. See this right here? See that word? Do you know what it means? All right. If you're in a class, if you are in some class and the teacher asks a question and there's a boy and a girl in the class, every time the teacher asks a question, the girl raises her hand, but the boy, wait a minute, the boy goes like this. So for example, what the teacher asks, what is the population of Korea? Girl goes, I know. Boy goes, so who's participating more? The boy or the girl? Hello?
Or
Yes, yes, the girl. So anyway, I want to see this. I want to see you participating as much as possible. Now, if you are in a bad mood or something, you're having a bad day, you hate the lockdown, you hate having to wear a mask, I can understand that. Just try your best and raise your hand. I believe there's a hand raising link in this Zoom app. You can push raise hand and then I'll say, oh, it's you that, okay, yes, yes, Sumin. And Sumin says, there are 45 million people in Korea. Very good, Sumin. All right. So there's also a midterm test that's in the middle, and it's going to be you and a partner together speaking. You will do it, if we're online, we'll do it online, and then Gimby ask questions. Okay, but I'll explain the midterm test, the individual presentation, the group presentation, the quiz, and this before it happens. so you'll know what to do. Attendance. Okay, do you know what that means? All right. Attendance. If you miss 4 classes, 4 days, is that good attendance or bad attendance?
Bad.
Excellent. It's bad. Okay. So you know what attendance means. You need to, if you can miss a class or 2, it's okay. Your grade goes down a little bit, your score drops. But if you miss 4, you may get an F. F. Okay. You don't want an F. Okay. There's no reason to get an F in this class. You can be really bad at English, but as long as you come, you'll be okay. There's participation. We talked about that a little bit. Always have your book, work with a partner, raise your hand if you to answer questions, do your homework, come to class. There's going to be a quiz. Excuse me, my voice is changing. There's going to be a quiz, 5 points, 5%. Okay, 5. Hey, what's that? What's this? It's peace, man. Hey, peace. Okay, it's also 2. So 5 points, 5% quiz. Okay, I want you to get 100% on that quiz, 100%. Midterm, I talked about that a little bit already. Individual presentation, you're going to do a PPT, okay? Either on campus in the classroom or in your bedroom online. You can do it either way, but I'll talk about that later. I'll tell you all about it. I'll give you a nice rubric so you know what to do. There's going to be a group presentation. Oh, group hug, group hug. Group. 3, 4 people together doing something together, okay? I'll tell you about that later. There's going to be a rubric associated with each of these projects, each of these assignments. So a rubric is just, it tells you what to do and how to get a certain score. Okay, that you know what a rubric is, I assume. Then there's finally a listening exam. This is at the end of the course. In the last week, there's going to be a listening exam, final listening, okay? That's 20% of your grade. So that's it for the syllabus and the introduction. Do you have any questions about this? No? Okay, that's fine. You don't have to have a question. Now, what's going on here? Stop share. Okay, now I'm going to practice working with the what's called breakout room. There's going to be a breakout room for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a question, and then you are going to ask your partner that question. So for example, let's practice before we do this. Let's say I'm your partner, and I'm asking you this question. So, do you have any pets? So how could you answer that question? How can you answer, do you have any pets? So let's start with, we're just going to practice. I'm going to select you individually. So let's start with, wait. Hyungwon, can you say yes? Say hello. I can't. Hi. Hi, Hyungwon. Do you have any pets?
No, no, I
Okay. Yeah, that's better. So it's good to say, no, I don't, instead of just no. Why is it better to say, no, I don't, than it is to say, no? Why is no, I don't better? If you're in a class or being tested. Any ideas?
That's more polite.
All right. It could be more polite. I agree. Yep. But if you're being tested, if you're taking a test and the teacher or the tester asks you, do you have any pets? And you say, no, I don't. You are showing that you know more English. Your English level is higher. Instead of just no, you're not showing that you have a broader understanding of English. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. So try to use more words. Let's go back. Now let's ask Hyunjung. Hyunjung, say hello.
Hi.
Okay, good. All right, there you are. So why don't you ask me the same question that I asked Hyungwon? What was the question that I asked Hyungwon about the pet? What's the pet question? What's the pet? Do you remember?
I have one dog.
Okay, good. I have one dog. All right.
Yes.
Can you tell me?
Do you have any pets?
There we go. That's even better.
Yes.
That's what I wanted you to do, is ask me that question. No, I don't. But I used to have a pet when I lived in another country. He was so cute. The problem was he was psycho when he grew up, and he couldn't be tamed, and he ran off into the wilderness, probably eaten by natives. Poor thing. His name was Bandit. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to ask each of you one question, okay? And Miss Jang, Hie, Hie,
Yes.
hi, Hie. What's your favorite food?
I like noodles.
Oh, okay. How often do you eat noodles?
I eat 3 weeks, 3 days a week.
Wow, you really like noodles, don't you? Are you talking about the ramen noodles or other noodles?
Oh, ramen.
Ah, I love ramen, but oh, it's so tasty, but I don't think it's very healthy. Okay, thank you. Next, Sodi. Say something, Sodi.
Yes.
Hi. Okay, Sodi, I'm going to ask
Hi.
you another question, okay? I'm going to ask you the same question. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is tteokbokki.
That is a real favorite food, isn't it?
Yes.
Where do you usually eat tteokbokki?
I usually eat tteokbokki in house at house.
At home, you could say?
Yes.
I see. That's kind of unusual, because usually a lot of young people like to eat tteokbokki at a tteokbokki stand, like a little place on the street, and there's an ajumma there. Uh-oh, I spoke Korean. I'm so sorry. Actually, ajumma is a word that is in the English language. Did you know that? Did you know that? An ajumma is in the English language. It means a woman who's older and she has a perma hairstyle, and she's loud and pushy, and she likes to wear, she doesn't dress very well. That's kind of the stereotypical ajumma. But that ajumma is in the English language, so I guess I can say ajumma. Okay, thank you very much, Sodi. Next is
Yes.
Suwon. Suwon? Hello? Did I talk to you already, Suwon? Can you hear me? Am I saying that right? Or is it Sumin? Sumin!
Yes,
Hi. Okay,
Hi.
let me ask you a question. Who do you live with?
I live with my family.
Okay, and where is your home?
Daegu.
Okay, can you make a full sentence?
My home is in Daegu.
Good. Okay, thank you. I'm going to have to hurry it up because we're going to run out of time here pretty soon. Bob, I'm having trouble. Byunggook, right? Say something so I can see you.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. That's very rude of me to do. Are you good at swimming?
Yes, I'm good at swimming.
Wow. Well, where do you go? Where do you usually go swimming?
I go swimming for a week.
No, wait, where? Where do you go swimming?
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
A swimming pool.
Okay, thank you. Sunyi, how about you? I'm going to ask you another question. Sunyi?
Yes.
All right, good. You should come up now. Oh, that's strange. Anyway, Sunyi, do you enjoy watching sports?
Yes, I like volleyball, so I often see the sport.
Excellent. Great. You like volleyball. Volleyball is fun. A lot of people can play that game. Is it the foot volleyball or the only hands and head?
Hands and head.
Oh, right. The typical volleyball, right? Foot volleyball is really cool too. Watching those Korean men playing foot volleyball, it's kind of fun to watch. And then MG, is that your name?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me ask you another question then. Do you have any special hobbies?
Special hobby.
Yeah. But do you have any hobbies?
Oh, I have a hobby.
What
I like to exercise.
Okay, that's not really a hobby, but technically it's more like a sport or something. But actually, with that fan blowing, it looks like your hobby is modeling. It's like you're in a modeling commercial with that fan. It's really a cool effect. Okay, thank you very much. And Jaewon, can you let me ask you, what do you do on Sundays, Jaewon? Haewon, sorry.
Yes.
What do you do on Sundays? Not sure? Okay, listen, I'm going to lose you in a second. So I want you to sign back in, and we're going to be another couple of minutes, okay? So we're going to be cut off and then go back and sign in again. Let's see if that works, okay?
Yes.
You just go back to the invitation and sign in once more, okay? I want everybody to do that. So, and we'll be sticking around for just a couple more minutes, all right? Just a second, it's going to cut off. It's just going to go boom. Right. Right. It says less than a minute and it's going to cut off because I only have 40 minutes. I haven't signed up yet with the package. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Just wait. And then sign back in again. Wow, it's taking a long time to to sign off. All right, let's ask another person. Jaden?
Yes.
Jaden, good. Let's see. Let me ask you a question here. I want to ask you a good question. If we get cut off, just come back. What kind of people do you like to hang out with?
I like